Hello and welcome to the PardeuxRaids.com raid guide. I am Pardeux and I'll be talking you through the 25-man Blade Lord Tyak encounter. Blade Lord is the second encounter in the Heart of Fear raid and is a two-phase fight, during which the boss will force a stack and spread phase and then a dodge tornadoes and burn phase. Let's begin by discussing the first phase. During the first phase, the boss will use a few main abilities. First is Tempest Slash. This is a dangerous ability because it will create a tornado on a random ranged player. These tornadoes also move a little, and over time the raid will run out of room, especially if ranged players do not position well. To handle this, you should create a range-free lane and slowly pull the boss to the other side of the room. This keeps tornadoes out of melee and gives you the time to get to phase 2. Next, the boss can cast Unseen Strike. He will go invisible and appear behind a random raider, dealing a 6 million damage that will split between the stacked players. This ability also knocks players back, so be prepared for that as well. To handle this, have all players move to melee, including the targeted player. This ensures everyone in the raid gets hit by the ability. The final ability is Wind Step. This will target a ranged player and cause a bleed on the primary target and every player within 8 yards. This forces ranged players to not only stay away from melee, but be spread as well. Every minute, the boss gains a stack of Intensify, which will increase his damage and haste by 5%. There's not a hardened rage timer, but this will serve as a softened range the longer the fight takes. Once the boss reaches 20% health, he will begin phase 2. At the start of phase 2, the boss will cast a whirlwind that envelops the entire raid and takes them to one side of the room. This also clears all of the Tempest Slash tornadoes on the map. The boss will then begin summoning tornadoes that the raid will need to dodge in order to approach him. These tornadoes spawn in 3 different lanes and cannot be touched, or else they will carry you back and damage you. The edges are also off limits due to a strong wind, so players must dodge tornadoes to advance. To complicate the dodging, the boss continuously casts his Storm Unleashed ability, which damages the entire raid every second. Players need to dodge tornadoes as quickly as possible and stack behind the boss for healing. To handle this, we use druids who used Spirit Walker's Grace from Symbiosis and cast Tranquility while running. Also, any player who can heal on the move should help, and players should also use reduction cooldowns and health stones as needed while dodging tornadoes. At 10% health, the boss will fly to the opposite end of the room, so the raid will have to demonstrate mastery of the gauntlet one final time. In summary, the most difficult part of this fight is phase 1 and ensuring that the tornadoes are placed at convenient positions. You'll also want to make sure that you're stacking for the unseen strikes and spreading properly so that you don't get too much damage on the ranged players. In Phase 2, efficient dodging is also key, and if players can master the gauntlet, your raid should have a relatively easy kill. Thank you for tuning in to another raid guide by PardeuxRaids.com. I hope this guide has been helpful for your guild and your personal progression. Feel free to check out other resources provided at my site and to leave questions and comments. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Twitter at PardeuxRaids for information on the most recent updates to my site and videos. Also, don't forget to stay involved for your chance to win monthly prizes, including the coveted Razor rating peripherals. Complete details can be found at PardeuxRaids.com under the prize giveaway section.